Listen carefully, because what has just surfaced has shattered every illusion people thought they understood. This wasn't a rumor that slowly leaked out over time, and it wasn't a vague hint dropped for attention. According to online commentary, Tasha K didn't tease this story, she dropped it like a bomb. A revelation so explosive it reportedly sent shockwaves through Hollywood and left even the most seasoned insiders frozen in disbelief. What people are now grappling with isn't simply the end of a celebrity marriage, but the unsettling possibility that something deeply troubling had been unfolding quietly for years beneath a carefully maintained public image. The alleged truth behind the collapse of Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker's marriage wasn't distance, and it wasn't fading love. According to whispers now spilling fully into the open, it was something far more disturbing, something hidden under layers of silence, denial, and normalization that allowed it to grow unchecked. Insiders and online commentators claim that the unraveling of that household traced back to a connection no one was supposed to question. Behind closed doors, Kandi's daughter, Riley Burruss, was said to have grown unusually close to her stepfather. At first, outsiders allegedly saw nothing alarming, just family bonding, a blended household finding its rhythm. But according to those now speaking out, what seemed harmless on the surface allegedly evolved into behavior that crossed invisible boundaries. Todd's attention, insiders claim, became increasingly intense and unsettling, turning ordinary moments into quiet tension that lingered unspoken. No one wanted to name what they were seeing. Alleged boundaries blurred slowly, alarms were dismissed, and discomfort was masked as normal family closeness. And as long as everyone stayed silent, the situation reportedly continued to exist without confrontation. That silence, according to sources, shattered the moment Kandi began piecing together what had really been happening. Insiders say the truth didn't reveal itself gently, it hit like a gut punch. This wasn't just uncomfortable or confusing, it was devastating. Imagine uncovering messages that were never meant to be seen, conversations carrying patterns that suddenly become impossible to ignore once the pieces are placed together. According to claims circulating online, there were explosive texts, private exchanges, and concealed communications that exposed a reality Kandi never imagined facing inside her own family. This wasn't just a breach of trust between spouses, it was an emotional implosion, one that reportedly shattered loyalty, security, and the very foundation of the marriage. As the alleged details emerged, the emotional weight reportedly became overwhelming. Sources claim Kandi was blindsided, forced to confront a reality that challenged everything she believed about her home, her marriage, and her instincts as a mother. The betrayal wasn't abstract, it was intimate and deeply personal. Insiders describe tears, disbelief, rage, and shock colliding all at once. This was no longer gossip whispered online or speculation fueled by outsiders. It was devastation unfolding in real time, rooted in alleged evidence that could not be unseen once discovered. Then, according to viewers, Tasha K allegedly pulled back the curtain completely. With cameras rolling and commentary spreading rapidly, every whispered suspicion, every buried concern, and every dark implication was brought into public view. What emerged, according to her reporting, was a portrait of alleged deception, forbidden emotional closeness, and a family unraveling under the weight of secrets long suppressed. Viewers struggled to process what they were hearing. The claims were heavy, emotions raw, and the damage appeared irreversible. This wasn't a quiet separation negotiated behind closed doors. It was a collapse fueled by secrets no family ever expected or wanted to see exposed publicly. As the story spread, many began to question not just what happened, but why it was allowed to continue for so long. Commentary surrounding the situation introduced deeper psychological discussions about insecurity, validation, and the human tendency to ignore discomfort when it threatens stability or image. Some voices argued that jealousy, insecurity, and the desire to appear confident or cool can cause people to tolerate or normalize behavior that should be questioned. The idea that appearing unbothered or open-minded can mask deep insecurity became part of the broader conversation, adding yet another unsettling layer to the narrative. What followed, insiders claim, wasn't just another celebrity breakup added to Hollywood's long list of scandals. It was a psychological freefall that reportedly shook even hardened industry observers. Hollywood has witnessed ugly divorces, whispered affairs, and public implosions before, but nothing quite prepared people for the nature of what was being alleged here. According to insiders, this wasn't simply a marriage that failed. It was a situation where loyalty fractured, silence protected the wrong things, and family boundaries were pushed far beyond what anyone anticipated. Behind the carefully curated public image, sources allege a hidden dynamic quietly developed within the household. Riley Burruss, according to these claims, became emotionally entangled in a private connection with her stepfather, one that slowly intensified under the radar. What initially seemed harmless familiarity was reportedly brushed aside again and again until it transformed into something heavier, more charged, and impossible to ignore. This was the kind of closeness that made people uneasy but unsure when or how to intervene, creating a dangerous space where discomfort existed without action. Those close to the family claim Riley's time with Todd increased noticeably, and the tone of their interactions reportedly shifted. These weren't brief check-ins or casual conversations. According to observers, Todd's responses allegedly raised subtle alarms, easy to dismiss at first, then increasingly difficult to overlook. Kandi, known for fiercely protecting her family, reportedly began sensing that something was